Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu and good day everyone. So I am Erich, the third reporter in our group. So I will discuss the theories of political, economic, and development. So the political theory explores the relationship between a government and its people owing to enacted public policies. So the various ideologies of political economic theory are Marxism, economic nationalism, and liberalism. So I will discuss the Marxism. So Marxism as a codified body of thought only came into existence after Marx's death in 1883, and it was the product of the attempt notability by Marx's lifelong collaborator, Engels, the German socialist leader Karl Kautsky, and the Russian theoretician Georgy Plekhanov in 1857 to 1918. So, the purpose was to condense Marx's ideas and theories into a systematic and comprehensive worldview that suited the needs of the growing socialist movement. So Engels' during written in 1876 while Marx was still alive is sometimes seen as the first work of Marxist orthodoxy, emphasizing the need for adherence to an authoritative interpretation of Marx's works. So next is the three economic nationalism. So we have government, domestic firms, and general public. So when you say government is the economic nationalism, also called economic patriotism and economic populism. So it is an ideology that favors state interventions over other market mechanisms with policies such as domestic control of the economy, labor, and capital formation, including of its requires. So the imposition of tariffs and other restrictions on the movement of labor, goods, and capital. So the next is domestic firms. So domestic firms operate mostly or completely with the United States. So the may import supplies or export products, but these activities normally represent a comparatively small share of total business activity. Domestic companies are typically governed by U.S. securities laws. So third is general public. So the called general public is an economic nationalism, also called economic patriotism, and economic populism is an ideology that favors state or intervention over the market mechanisms. So with policies such as domestic control of the economy, labor, and capital formation. So including this, if this requires the imposition of tariffs and other restrictions, and so on. So parang same lang din siya sa kay domestic firms. Then next is the liberalisms defined. So a political philosophy or worldview founded on ideas of liberty and equality. So liberalism emphasizes that the broad ties among states have both made it difficult to define national interests and decrease the usefulness of military power. So next is the study of political economic systems encompasses socialism, communism, and capitalism. So socialism is a populist economic and political system based on collective common or public ownership of the means of production. So next is communicism, is a political and economic ideology that positions itself in opposition to liberal democracy and capitalism, advocating instead for a classless system in which the means of production are owned communally and private property is non-existent or several curtailed. So third is capitalism. So capitalism is an economic system characterized by private ownership in which the free market controls the production of goods and services. So that will be all. Thank you.